Hi my beautiful people, welcome to another episode with me, Masia Nyango, also known as the Fuck Philosopher. And today we'll be going through some of the quotes by Marylin Monroe.
Have you got the nerve to stand there and expect me to believe that you don't want to marry my son for his money?
It's true.
Then what do you want to marry him for?
I want to marry him for your money.
There.
So, welcome to another episode. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like something, you learn something. If I just entertain you, kindly like, share, subscribe, and comment. So we'll just be briefly going through some of the quotes by Marylin. And if anything resonates with you, kindly comment below so that we might know if we're on the same page. Just a few comments on some of the quotes that I resonate with, that I agree with, that I disagree with. And those I have strong feelings about. So let's get right into it. The first quote is, give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. So I feel like this should apply to everyone. Give anyone the right resources and they will honestly do their best. But I feel like it's from a mental place also. Like, you can have the right shoes, you can have the right outfits, and you still don't bring the oomph. You still don't bring that energy that is necessary. So we can give you the right shoes, but something is missing. So it has to come from the heart, it has to come from the mind, it has to come from deep inside, and then the shoes will just be like a vessel. The shoes will be a vessel to channel the energy you already have. But the right shoes are very important. You can have the right energy, but without the right shoes, trust me, you really will not bring it the way you could have. And I have personally been in a situation, or in situations where I'm not dressed my best, or I don't look my best, and honestly, no matter how good I was feeling that day, I was not good energy to be around. So have to disagree with that, have to agree with that. We are all of our stars and we deserve to twinkle, definitely. I genuinely believe that each and every one of us is special. In our own way, everyone has something amazing about them. And if you open up yourself when meeting people to the idea that they all have something amazing to bring to the table, they all have something amazing that comes with them, then you'll always see it. It's very rare for me to meet someone who doesn't just leave me in awe. So I truly believe that everyone has something amazing in them. You just have to tap it in or find someone who'll see it for you. Sometimes you don't see your own sparkle. So if you can have people around you who will see it and bring it out in you, the better. So that one, agree 100%. I didn't mind living in a man's world. I don't mind living in a man's world as long as I could be a woman in it. I try to avoid gender-based conversations, but because we've already dived into this pool, let's just continue. So I don't mind being a woman in a man's world. I could say I mind. I mind. I believe women were denied or have been denied over the years a number of things. And yes, if you are a smart, calculative, intuitive woman, you will all obviously get your way at the end of the day. It being a man's world and all. So you have to go the extra mile in terms of a woman to...
Funny. Don't you know that a man being rich is like a girl being pretty? You might not marry a girl just because she's pretty. But my goodness, doesn't it help? And if you had a daughter, wouldn't you rather she didn't marry a poor man?
But
You'd want her to have the most wonderful things in the world and to be very happy. Oh, why is it wrong for me to want those things?
Well,
be more calculative, more accommodating, if I can use that word, just to get your way. In a world where a man doesn't have to do as much, if I can say that. But this one quote I don't fully agree with. It has its points. It really is fun to be a woman in a man's world, but at the same time, do I mind? Yes, sometimes I do mind. I mind. So success makes so many people hate you. I wish it wasn't that way. It would be wonderful to enjoy success without seeing envy in the eyes of those around you. And I talked about this in another video, speaking with your emotions. We're human. We're just human. Seeing someone else succeed when you are still struggling, when you're still trying to understand yourself, it's not easy to see other people around you succeed, especially if you feel you're not succeeding. But learning and appreciating other people's success and growth is something that we can learn. It is actually something that you can practice in your affirmations. It is something that you can slowly learn to become happy for others when they succeed. So it doesn't always have to be envy, it doesn't always have to be resentment to others. We can actually learn to be happy for others and just put yourself in their shoes when you succeed or when it's your turn to be applauded. Wouldn't you want other people to be happy for you? Also a little bit envious, we're human. So yeah, I agree with that one. Success makes a lot of people hate you, and the world would be more ideal if we could learn to be happy for others the way we'd want others to be happy for us. So the next one is I restore myself when I'm alone. Definitely talked about this in Comfortable with Silence. So we need to find time to be alone, as much time as is possible, so that we can restore our sanity, we can restore who we are, we can know how far we've come, we can see where we want to go. So many things can be understood and seen when we're alone. So we need to always find time to spend with ourselves. It's not easy, as I said before, in this fast-paced world, always running up and about, meeting people, always around people. You need time to yourself to come back to yourself. So that one I agree with 100%. I am good, but not an angel. I do sin, but I am not the devil. I am just a small girl in a big world trying to find someone to love. I do sin, but I'm not the devil. So, in all honesty, there's some bad in all of us, and there's some good in all of us. No one is 100% good. No one is 100% bad. So when something happens, when someone does something, don't judge to label them the worst person in the world. We're all trying to figure out what is going on in this world. We're all trying to find love. We're all just a small little girl somewhere trying to make it to a very crazy, fast-paced world. So if something happens, learn to see people as a small bad in a lot of good, not the other way around. So the moment you program your mind to see the good in people, you always will. You'll always find it. And when a little bad pops up, just understand that you are also not in any way 100% good. So we agree with that one. The next one is Imperfection is beauty. I've always loved this one. Imperfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. So given the world we live in, corporate, family, culture, it's quite hard to be crazy and obnoxious. And unless you're super rich and you can tell people to F off. But if you're still in a corporate world, if you're still in a family culture, you have to follow the rules, you have to live by society's standards to be accepted and not to be ostracized. But as Marylin is saying, it is better to be completely crazy than to be boring. And I completely agree, as much as it is hard to express ourselves fully without being judged. You have to learn you have to practice. When I was younger, yes, I'm older now. When I was younger and I was having fun, honestly, I would be very vocal and very expressive of how I feel and what I stand for, and that was the life of a party and fun and all that. But the older I grew, the more boring I've become, unless I'm in a really safe space. But yeah, I encourage everyone to always go out of your way to be heard, go out of your way to be seen, Life is too short to just to scroll by. Life is literally too short. So make it a point to be as colorful and as big and as vibrant as you possibly can. And if you're also a chilled person, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Being chilled is also amazing. Some people are actually very chilled that they get noticed. That in their chillness, they're actually very entertaining and and outright just they get your attention and they're very chilled at that moment. So completely agree with that one. So if I'd observed all the rules, I'd have never gotten anywhere. Yeah, that's the same thing. Rules are meant to be broken. Please don't quote me on that. But yes, if you observe all the rules, you're basically just living according to the status quo. Sometimes color outside the line, of course, in a legal way, in a rational way, as rational as you can, as rational as you're allowed to be. Try to color outside the lines, try to do new exciting things that you'd have never done. Try to be spontaneous once in a while, test your own limits, learn to be uncomfortable, get out of your comfort zone, all those things that people tell you to do them. When an opportunity comes your way, say yes. Learn to say yes, learn to be open to new opportunities. You never know where you might end up. So don't always observe all the rules. Sometimes, once in a while, do something crazy, do something spontaneous. Sometimes I feel my whole life has been one big rejection. So I think that one was a personal one for her. But as a quote, I'll leave that one open to your comments, to the comment section. So what do you feel about your own life? Do you feel like it has been one big rejection? And who do you think has rejected you for you to feel your life has been one big rejection? But if you feel the opposite, also comment and let me know. And that is it for today. We thank Marylin and her craziness and her beauty and her open sexuality for being a reference to this episode. And if you watched till the end, thank you as always. If you like something, if you learned something, if I just entertain you, kindly like, share, subscribe, and comment. It'll be much appreciated. And see you guys on the next one. Bye. And today we'll be going through some of the quotes by Marylin Monroe. Marylin Monroe.
I concede that, say, they told me you were stupid. You don't sound stupid to me.
I can be smart when it's important.